Self-awareness comes from studying who we are until we're able to introduce ourselves to the world. When does love begin? Love begins when we are willing to connect with other people, when we are building strong, healthy, equal, and just relationships with one another, where we push each other to our limits and strive for excellence. It's the togetherness. So self-love truly comes from togetherness.
Home of the Love Snobs, Love Snobs, Love Snobs.
Yeah, I see a lot of there's a lot of people that talk about building themselves up, building, just who they are up, and there's a lot of people doing that. I believe there's a lot of successful people that in business and corporate world and having their own business, entrepreneurship, that actually build themselves up. But who do we have around them?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think most people believe that you have to sacrifice your relationships in order to get to the top. And it does require a lot of work. It does require a lot of hours, and you are exhausted a lot of the time. But at the same time, you have to make that balance, because when you're out there grinding, you do need that support. You do need that outlet. You do need the people around you to remind you why it's all worth it. Because if it's going to take away time from your family and your friends, then is it even really worth it in the end if you have no time to spend with them at the end?
Definitely. I would say, the greatest things in life is building relationships, building time with people that portion, trying to figure out who you are, trying to figure out what's going on with you. I said, because a lot of times you have a great understanding, a great sense of self, but you don't realize that when you actually connect with other people, they teach you, you grow from it, you actually build bonds, and a lot of who you are is a part of who they are. So you kind of merge and you guys exist as a unit. So you really don't have your personality, you really don't have your character without it.
But you know what, too? I think it's really important for people to at least have a framework and understand what they want. So I think that that's why people are doing a lot of self-discovery, because they don't truly know what they want. And I think that when you take out the time to know what you want, then you are able to connect with like-minded people, and you're able to learn from certain people around you. But when you don't know what you want, then you're all over the place. So I think that you do need the time to figure out. You don't isolate yourself to figure out what you want, but you should at least know what you want.
But why can't you just have strong discussion and with the people that you're around to discover what you want? Why can't you use other people? Or a lot of people used to say using is bad, but we all use each other. That's what
utilize.
Yeah, we utilize each other. So it's more about misusing. But why can't we use each other to actually figure out who we are? I do believe love is a group. I don't believe you should know who you are independent of other people. I believe that you learn who you are when you have people around you that are willing to challenge you, willing to make sure you're at your best, and willing to sit down and have those introspective discussions with you to actually help you mold who you are and fight through who you are.
Yeah, but if I don't know I don't know who I am or who I want to be, then how do I know that I should be connecting with you?
No, you do know, because you have there's something called spirituality, something that's spiritual about it. So you naturally merge with people, and if you don't,
but how will we know if we're like-minded if I don't even know what I like?
That's what I'm saying. But if you don't know what you like, you obviously have some form of clue of what you think you like.
But I think people need to take more time to figure that part out. People thinking at a certain age, thinking what you like doesn't fly when you're a certain age.
No, again, I'm saying, when I say thinking, I mean they're going into the actual relationship believing that this person is somebody that they want to be cool with. They're actually going into their partnerships believing this person is the person that they want to be in a long-term relationship with. So what I'm saying is, once they have that going on, then they should evolve in that relationship. Obviously, if the relationship doesn't allow you to evolve, and the relationship doesn't allow you to actually transcend into something a lot stronger, the whole point is togetherness. The whole point is being a unit. So if you can be all of who you know and who you think you are, and know what you like, until you meet a person that helps you see something from a different perspective, and then now you really know what you like. So I do believe love is a group journey at all times. I believe that we can't really fully engage who we are until we're around like-minded, until we're around people with something. And I do agree, you have to have an understanding of who you are. But
yeah, I don't believe in isolation, so you're right. I think that we all need to come together to figure out, it's we're all pieces to a puzzle, to all figure things out. I agree with that 110%.
And it's all trial and error.
But again, I know you and I have a lot in common, right? But in order for me to realize that we have a lot in common, I have to actually first and foremost know what I like or know what I believe in, and that's where we connect.
But did you truly know what you believed in until you was challenged by me on a constant basis? Did you not truly get a great sense of self being around me more than being alone?
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if you put yourself around people that you believe.
So you fine tune certain things, right? So there were certain things that I wanted or I believed or I felt spiritually that I couldn't really articulate, right? And when I started to build a better relationship with you, I realized that you validated certain things, you co-signed other things, and you made other things a lot clearer. So yes, if I tried to figure that out on my own, I probably wouldn't be as solid as I am today. So yes, I did meet that other person, and it happened to be you. But I'm just saying, like, but if I didn't have that layer of trying to even sort out those things, then I probably wouldn't have even gravitated.
So what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. But you did gravitate
because I had an understanding.
People, but you didn't. You still had to figure out who you were. You still was in the relationship trying to figure out who you were. I was in the relationship still trying to figure out who I am. And then you challenged me on certain things where it was like, try this. You might like this.
Yeah.
You might understand this. And it helped me become a more well-rounded person. So I truly am who I am today because I had the people around me. It's not because I took the time to really take the time by myself and really try to discover it. No, I actually challenged myself and actually challenged the people around me. We actually debated, we actually argued, we actually went back and forth a few times to get to where we at now. Like, it wasn't an easy road, but actually they improved both of us being in the relationship with us. So I do believe that when you have the people around you, and I'm not saying everybody around you belongs around you, I'm saying when you have the people around you, and if they're not really helping you evolve and helping you become the best person you can be, then yeah, you need to evaluate your relationships. But I think we all know what we like. We just settle, or we settle for less. We join relationships that don't reflect what we like or don't reflect who we can possibly be.
Yeah, we weigh things out. We'll say, okay, I'm not getting this, but I am getting this, and this is what I really truly want. So yeah, that's what we typically do.
So we sacrifice a sense of self to actually be in relationships that aren't strong, versus us being in a relationship where we can connect and we can truly be who we are, say how we want, say what we want, be honest, be as forward as we want to be, and know that this person understands our intentions and truly got to know who we are, and they enhance us and they know cycles. So we know what true freedom is. And true freedom comes in togetherness. So it has nothing to do with the jobs, the money, like, you should get all that. Obviously, you want to live and you want to be financially stable, which is okay. It's a good goal.
Honestly, I think everyone should get what they want.
Definitely.
And they should have behaviors that support that. Don't say that you want a loving, you want a close-knit family, but you work 80 hours a week. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really add up. So as long as you...
And say you're doing it for your family.
Exactly.
Best thing you can do
for your family is spend time with them. Yeah, so if you go for what you want and make sure that everything that you do supports that and it reflects that.
Definitely.